Hello guys, welcome to question and answer for today. Okay, so on today's question, it's an event that I played in the process of trying to show your displeasure. And the reason why I'm treating this question is because a lot of people in the process of showing their displeasure to something or an event or to an unpleasant situation that happened in their relationship or to their partner's behavior has caused a lot of scars on each other's body, on each other's memories because of not being able to handle situations very well and in a very healthy manner. So what we're talking about today is two partners. They had a very strong conversation. Okay, one thing led to the other. So they got talking and it led to an heated conversation. And both of them started exchanging words. And one of the partners said to the other that he used a word that was as detrimental, as abusive, as derogatory, as heavy. He used it on the other partner. And now it is now replaying that even after they settled, this other partner cannot forget those words. And it feels like she's insecure in the guy because of the way he spoke. Even after they are playing their love, they are doing all of those things. This was still keeps ringing, and sometimes it makes her question that does this guy really love me? Am I really doing this with this person? Does it really worth my time for this person to have said this? And now, having to sit and question the guy said it was just out of anger, that he didn't mean all of those things. And looking at a woman handle things differently to the way a man will handle it. What are like investments in a woman? So whatever you say, she believes that you are not just thinking about it. It is something that you have been thinking about before. So whatever you say in a relationship because of an argument, it means that you've definitely been thinking about that thing before. So you saying it was just out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak it. And yes, there's an iota of truth in that, even to everybody. But to women, they believe that if this guy loves me, he won't use this kind of words on me. Now to a man, he believes in respect. That if this lady loves me, she will not use this kind of words on me. To guys, love is respect. To ladies, love is actually emotions and all of it. So now, both of them have exchanged words, and now one of them has left a wound, a scar through the words. So how do you respond? That is our question for today. How do you respond to heated conversation? You're in a relationship with somebody, or it's even a marriage, and you both of you are having so much heated conversation, and one person is already going off balance, saying things that he should not say. It's either when people are alone or when somebody comes there. Now, that thing that triggered the conversation will go, but those words will remain. So you need to be careful of the kind of words you choose to use when you're having an heated conversation. And truth be told, just like a woman will feel, when you're having an heated conversation, I believe our love is separate from that conversation. And because you love me, you should choose your word rightly. You're not chastising me or rebuking me because you hate me, but you're chastising the events that unfolded. Not that because you hate me. So you shouldn't use any hate word on me. That's how women feel. So, but the moment you utter a word on a woman, you unleash something also in the woman, and she also begins to say things that she does not even mean. And same thing, vice versa. The moment a lady triggers by using a word on a man, it shows a level of disrespect. And no man will stand disrespect. And for him to defend his ego, he begins to say things. And this is why, even in a godly relationship, sometimes both partners can push themselves to the wall. Yes, they can in heated conversations. So what is my advice for you when you're having a very heated conversation? What should you do? Should you wait? Should you keep talking? Should you just walk away? Now you can walk away and still leave that walk away as a scar too. So wisdom is profitable to direct. So one of the things that has always helped in heated conversation is anytime you are angry or somebody has done something, keep quiet at that time. Do not talk. Because the time the event unfolded, if you are to treat it as hot as it is at that moment, it's going to cost a lot. You're going to say so many things that you did not bargain for. So while the events has unfolded, and you know that you can easily get mad at that time, one of the things that you can do is try as much as possible not to treat that event immediately. And in the event that you can't keep it, that you have to treat that event immediately, try as much as possible to ask questions. Don't say it like, hey, you did this. Change the conversation to question. Ask a form of question to either party. Now, the way you now ask the question has to be wisdom-filled, especially a lady talking to a guy. You cannot just come and ask question like someone who is not thinking. You want to solve an issue and you don't want it to turn into something you cannot manage henceforth. And that is why I said, I'm not saying be insecure that you can't settle that discussion. No. But I'm saying at the point where you are angry, the best thing that you can do is look out of the discussion. Hey, we'll talk about this later. Please, can we talk about this later? Yes, I've seen people that do that and they come back to it, but at that time they are not boiling the way they were boiling hours ago, the moment the incident happened. And that is because they know themselves. They know what can come out. They know what can be better as a result of their anger or showing their displeasure. So the guy literally said, can we talk about this later, please? So it is just one of the things that has been helping, because there's no how both of you will not have misunderstanding. But when it gets to heated conversation, or maybe both of you have even entered into the conversations already, and you're already saying that one person has said the word, instead of you exchanging back, please, can we talk about this later in the conversation? So you don't keep saying things that will remain with the person, your partner, for the rest of life, because of an unpalatable situation that you were trying to solve, creating a bigger sin. I've seen situations like this that eventually erupted as lack of trust in the marriage. Yes. It totally came as total lack of trust eventually in the marriage. So please and please, and as a woman, regardless of what happened, do not use derogatory words on your husband. He still remains the head of that home, you know. He's still the father of your children, you know. Do not use derogatory. The Bible says, let the words of your mouth be seasoned with grace. As a woman, you don't use it. And as a man, you shouldn't be caught using derogatory. If you are angry, we know men can be very angry. Leave the scenario. Leave the place, walk away, and come back to it. Talk about it. Iron it out. This time, you are going to talk about it, but you're not going to pull down the roof for yourself. Yes, you can try it. You're not going to pull down the roof on yourself. And this is one of the ways that has helped a lot of people, even pastors in relationship, to be able to settle their differences without leaving a scar on anybody. Another thing that you can do when you're having a heated conversation, or you know that you are somebody that you cannot control the measure of your anger, and you know that either now or later that you talk about it, you're going to say something very detrimental. Talk to your pastor. I'm not saying your parent, because there's a way that one of the party will want to be partial. So don't do parenting. Look for somebody, maybe a counselor or somebody that both of you can talk to, and you know it's a very serious matter. Talk to the person to help you reprimand the wife or reprimand the husband. The person you know that your husband can listen to, your wife can listen to. And when he talks to that person, not the person that your wife will go to or your husband will go to and feel like, you're taking our matters outside, you're involving third party. No. I'm saying the person that both of you have commitment with. So this person, you tell the person the whole situation. You can even pour your anger to that person. The person understands than you pouring it on your wife. Because both of you will still come back inside the room and sleep. Both of you still have children together. Or even if you are building the relationship together, both of you will still end up together. Those words can cause for a check of trust later. And whatever you say to somebody, you tend to remember over and over. It plays on your head when you're alone. If anything unfolds, you have said it before, that I made this, that I made that. Or you go and mistakenly call your wife a witch. Meanwhile, you are just displaying anger. And now, matter has been sorted. Any smart issue would remind you that you called her a witch. And that matter can cause anger in you. Or if any other scenario happen, your father has called me a witch. Or the other day, that's how you called me a witch. All these things are words that still plays out on head. Please, when you're having a heated conversation, if you know you cannot involve somebody, walk away. These are ways, I don't know if there are any ways that has helped you. You can help some other persons here, because this heated conversation has broken a lot of women, has led to divorces, has broken marriages, has left scars in the life and heart of children. So you going into a relationship and you're already having heated conversation with your partner, you cannot resolve it amicably within yourself. There is a problem. You need to learn to walk away. Bridle your tongue. And one of the things I always say is that when a situation happens, try to think about it before you react. My reaction to what end? What do I want to get? Is it to correct the situation or to drive a point that I'm right? I hope you know that in marriage, you don't look for who is right or wrong. You build. If you are looking for always standing on your right, that you are always right, is wrong. No marriage should have that. I'm always right. I'm always right. Don't always fight for I'm right. Rather, fight for building, living above that thing, that situation. The moment you come to the knowledge that, okay, this marriage, you're not looking for anybody that is right, we're looking for a way to build this home together, then offenses will be less. Even when there are offenses, both of you come together with the knowledge of, okay, we want to grow, we want to learn beyond what we have just done. We have made mistakes. In fact, it will even lead to a heated conversation. Even if it has to do, both of you will know that you are learning. And it won't cause anybody any scar. I pray God gives us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to understand these things and live by them and, think on these things and practice them. Thank you very much for joining me on Question and Answer with Rebecca Femi Adebile today. If this is your first time on this place, please kindly like, share, subscribe, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'd like to read from you, and feel free to always ask your questions, as I am longing to read from you. And from your question, your question can serve as a light and direction to other people who are also in the same challenges. This is one of the reasons why the Holy Spirit has been helping us to answer questions on this platform. So when I come your way next time, stay godly, stay amazing. Bye.